Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, and to kick off my month-long tribute to the Italian splatter master Dario Argento, which I'm going to entitle An Argento Halloween. Today I want to talk to you guys about Tenebrae. And I first came across Tenebrae many years ago when I was actually first getting into Dario Argento. I had seen Suspiria and Deep Red up to this point, and a friend of mine said, if you love those movies, you've got to check out Tenebrae. And it just so happened that IFC was doing this Argento-a-thon. It was around October of this year, many years ago, probably over a decade ago. And one of the films that they were showing was Tenebrae. And I watched it, and I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was really just sort of random, and the ending was... it left me pretty speechless, actually. I'm still kind of speechless thinking about it now, as a matter of fact. But I told my friend, much to his chagrin, you know, I did like it. And he was like, how could you not like Tenebrae? If you like Deep Red, if you like Suspiria, how could you not like Tenebrae? And I didn't like Tenebrae for many years, and for some reason I decided I'd give it a second look. As a matter of fact, I just went ahead and bought it. I was buying up Dario Argento DVDs, and Tenebrae, came across it, reasonably priced, picked it up, watched it again, and really liked it. And I continue to really like it, even though the ending still leaves me kind of speechless. And the movie revolves around this mystery novelist, and he's on a book tour in Italy, and there is a copycat killer who is following the blueprint of his most recent novel called Tenebrae, and he's knocking off people with, you know, aberrant people, abhorrent people, perverts, people like that. It's, you know, it's very much Dario Argento. It's very much a Dario Argento murder mystery giallo fun. And actually Dario Argento, his two previous films to this were Suspiria and Inferno, which were huge international successes. They really brought him a lot of acclaim internationally. All of his films up to that point had brought him a lot of acclaim in Italy, but Suspiria and Inferno sort of blew him up on an international level. However, you know, his hardcore, you know, Italian giallo fans were disappointed. They were like, dude, you've turned your back on us. You know, we don't want witches and stuff. We want Dario Argento giallo murder mystery bloodbath. So this was his answer to that. You want a murder mystery giallo bloodbath? Well, here is your murder mystery giallo bloodbath. Although Tenebrae to me isn't quite as graphic as some of the other Dario Argento murder mystery giallos, but I do think it's more of a personal film for him, because I think you can a lot of Dario Argento is in the character of the author. Even at one point, there's a journalist who attacks him and says, you know, you're a sexist, and all you do is portray women as helpless victims and sluts and blah blah blah. And you know, he was really getting that kind of criticism for real. And I think, you know, the whole sort of thing of, you know, violence in media, you know, creating real life violence, you know, is something that, you know, he's dealt with and something that he explores in this film. So it's a little bit, I think, a deeper giallo film than just your typical giallo film. However, what makes Tenebrae interesting is the first probably 3/4 of the movie is really more or less a standard murder mystery giallo. There's nothing really that stands out about it like other Dario Argento films as far as the story wise. I mean, you've got the typical, you know, just beautiful beautiful brutality of other Dario Argento films. I mean, the camera is sort of another character in the film. It has its own personality. We've got a lot of, really cool killer POV shots. We've got, there's one sequence where the camera follows, it's outside this house. It follows a woman on the first floor. It goes up into the second floor where we see a nude woman on the second floor through the window. The camera goes up even higher across the roof slowly, while a Goblin song, well, it's actually not Goblin on the soundtrack, it's three former members of Goblin. The soundtrack's awesome though. Very slowly across the roof and then back down to where we see the killer actually gaining access to the house, which is really, really cool. And, that kind of, that traditional cam work that we just sort of expect from Argento, at least in that era of Argento, is very much there. Highly stylized, really highly stylized murders, even though they aren't, really graphic as some of his other films, still very highly stylized. There's one sequence where a woman finds herself in the killer's house, and we know the killer is on his way back to the house, so that creates some really cool suspense. And then there's a chase scene after that that's really cool. So we've got a lot of really nice moments in the film. Then we sort of turn to the twist, and it's a pretty mind-blowing, really weird twist. Argento was like, okay, I'm making this sort of by-the-book giallo murder mystery, but I can't just do that. I gotta throw something just totally out of left field at you guys. And the lead character in the film, the author, he even quotes the Conan Doyle quote, which is like, when you've explored everything that's probable, all that is left is the improbable, and you have to look, you have to seriously consider the improbable. And he even says at one point, the character even foreshadows the end of this film, saying, it will be weird, it will be improbable, but it's possible. And I guess, yeah, it's possible. I guess stranger things have happened than the twist ending, of Tenebrae. But it just, at the time when I first watched it just seemed so out of left field that I just didn't like it. And even today, I don't mind it at all. There's an awesome sequence, and the most graphic kill in the movie, actually, that leads up to the ending, where a woman has her arm, like about right here, chopped off with an axe. And blood, not sprays, fountains out of this woman's arm. And she moves across a wall, and it just covers this wall, and this beautiful blood blossom blooming thing across the wall. Great sequence. The movie's got a great cast. John Saxon is in the film, who we all know, of course, from A Nightmare on Elm Street, Black Christmas, Enter the Dragon. Dude's been in tons of stuff. Daria Nicolodi is in the film, who was Dario Argento's squeeze at the time. The lead actor who plays the author, and his name escapes me at the moment. Another great performance from him. So we have, great actors in a Dario Argento movie where, if you don't know Argento doesn't care about actors. He hates actors. Actors are just sort of obstacles that he moves his camera around. So good casting on his part, that he could move his camera around the actors and not really direct them very much and still get a good performance out of them. There are some really weird, just random moments in the film, like one woman is attacked by a vicious dog, Another woman is attacked by a vicious derelict outside of her home, just for no real reason at all. I really like Tenebrae now. I didn't like it at the time. So if there's any of you guys out there who had written off Tenebrae, or you saw Tenebrae, you were like me, you were introduced to Argento by, something like Suspiria, which is just, a film like no other, or even Deep Red, that was kind of close to Suspiria as far as, the color palette and just, just wide, beautiful, just beautifully colored film, just like a painting. And then you saw Tenebrae. You were probably a little off-put, but definitely check it out again. And for all you guys out there that do love Tenebrae, please let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, Tenebrae is definitely one of the stronger entries in the Dario Argento catalog, and just a fun murder mystery giallo movie. Like I said, great soundtrack, great cast. The camera, the way Argento's eye for the camera, his eye for just film in general in that era was just incredible. So yeah, my thoughts on Tenebrae to kick off my month-long tribute to the maestro of splatter, the splatter master, Dario Argento. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back soon with another entry in my Argento Halloween series. And until then, take it easy. Peace.